Well, Young Life has been started and dwindled and then restarted a couple of times here in Longview proper. Tyler, Texas has had Steady Young Life Club for 79 years.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Do better in Longview.
Yeah.
We can't let Tyler lead us.
Five of the largest churches in Tyler are pastored by former Young Life kids, came to faith in Young Life.
Praise God. What a testimony.
That's what I say, because these kids, if they come to faith and they're discipled, their lives should project into the community. Yeah. So we're getting restarted now. We're at the Judson Middle School right now, and our hopes are to move from the Judson Middle School to Longview High School, and then from that, other middle schools in Pine Tree, Spring Hill, Hallsville, White Oak, Kilgore.
To make that happen, so if someone, let's say someone wants to get involved, what qualifications are you looking for someone to?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm an old white guy, and I'm in a school that is only about 20% white. And
I feel you, brother.
I think that whatever background a kid comes from, whatever his religious training, whatever his parenting experience, what race, what socioeconomic status, people sense truth. They do. They sense the truth. They can smell it. They know.
Especially the young kids. They know
if you're a fake, they can smell it. Yeah. And here I am, 67 years old, and I'm doing what we in Young Life we call contact work. I'm just out there in the schools, meeting kids, talking to the parents, that sort of thing. So really, anywhere from you can be a Young Life leader anywhere from 18 to 88.
And you'll have a training program, I guess you put them through.
There's all sorts of, if you're madly in love with Jesus and you care about lost kids, we train you to do the rest.
Yeah, praise God.
And so, anybody can be a Young Life leader. You can be in your 40s, 50s, 60s. You can be 20-something.
So I'm not disqualified.
You are not disqualified. I look at Young Life leaders as missionaries.
Yes.
That's what you're, a local missionary. I was talking to a kid Thursday night at the school. We had this fall festival thing, and I asked him what his name was, and he says, "My name's Muhammad." Yeah. So I know immediately, based on his name, what his religious tradition is. And I can be friends with him. I can get to know his mom and his dad. And the chances of them coming to my church are about zero.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I can get to know them, and then I can invite them to my house for a barbecue with some other students from the school. And that wouldn't seem awkward or weird or anything. And we can just have normal conversations.
Right.
About Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it just, you read the book, but I would never spend all night in prayer. Yeah. I just wouldn't. I'm like the disciples, I wouldn't. Jesus said, "Hey, can't you hang out with me for an hour, Ron? Just give me an hour." I'm like, that's Ken Chinn. But, when you're in those situations where it's life or death and you're forced to do things, but it opened up my spirit and it opened up my prayer life, and it just opened up my whole relationship, the supernatural, God's miracles. And, even though, you're a Christian and you're doing all those things, I feel like I've been born again. Again, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's that type
and
of
I see that as a necessity.
Yes.
It just is. Yeah. There's a lot of prodigals in the world who I think they fear, can God take me in again?
Yes. Religion and traditions, I think people have this concept, God's got this big stick and, oh my gosh, he's fixing to beat me over the head again. They already feel guilt and condemnation and shame, but, I think God is just calling in love. God runs to us in our filth, in our sin, in our messed up situations,
I don't know how accurate this is theologically, but I say this.
I'll tell
and
you.
you help me out here. But I say, God so loved you that he bankrupted hell. He gave everything that was precious to him in order to redeem you.
Yes.
And that's how valuable you are. And he wouldn't do that if you weren't that valuable. And when you get that through your head, it changes who you are.